Welcome back to UFC Ultimate Insider, presented by Harley-Davidson. Joseph Benavidez has built a reputation as one of the most dominant and dynamic flyweights in the world. Across all divisions, he has stopped the opponent in 14 of his 19 victories, and has done so in a variety of ways. Here now is the self-proclaimed jiu-jitsu practitioner to present his signature moves.
I'm Joseph Benavidez, and these are my signature moves. This is actually one of my favorite guillotines. I use it when someone is really holding on to a single leg and trap the arm. The best way to counter a guillotine is the hand fight, and in this particular guillotine, both your hands are trapped to the outside, and it doesn't allow you to hand fight. You know, I set it up by obviously stopping the shot and getting a nice headlock. And when the guy keeps grabbing your leg, that actually allows you to jump back and throw your leg up, almost like you're going to a triangle, but instead of going all the way, you're gonna trap the arm to the body. And at that point, I have both his arms trapped, one with my leg and one with my arm, and it's gonna make him tap in a really funny way. I use this particular guillotine in my Miguel Torres fight in the WEC. One of my favorite fights and finishes ever. The first time he had ever been submitted was with this guillotine. He gave it to me after I cut his forehead, so you know I knew he was a little dazed, holding on to my leg.
So good at this guillotine, and it's all over.
One reason I definitely like chokes is there's no choice there. You know, it's not an arm bar. Someone can let their arm get snapped and keep going, but when you get a good choke, it's science. You're gonna go to sleep. This is my right hook counter. And this particular counter is off a kick. It all starts from the block. When the kick comes up, I'm putting my opposite hand out there to stop the initial power. That allows me to wind up with my right hand and throw a really powerful hook. The power from this punch really comes and starts with the block. I can use this move at any time. Every fight, especially at my weight class, everyone is throwing kicks. That's just something you gotta learn to counter. Guys are super vulnerable after they throw kicks, and I really try to punch them before they can even get their leg back on the ground. I use this right hook counter against Yasuhiro Ushitani. When people do not throw punches before or after they kick, and when they just throw a single kick alone, it's a great time to catch them when they're vulnerable. This is a combination I like to call the cat scratch fever. The end result of this particular move is usually a knockout or the guy being rocked. This move is used when you're in close on an opponent. It's what a lot of people like to call a flurry. The cat scratch fever goes jab to the head, 2 shots to the body, and you're gonna end with the big looping right to the head. The power on the cat scratch fever definitely comes from my leg and my hips, just like any punch would. I get to use a lot of my legs to throw that power. I knocked out Hanayaya with this move when he threw a jab.
And Joseph Benavidez has absolutely rocked Hanayaya. It's over.
I get the opening to the head after I hit him 2 times in the body. Before you can hit like this on a world-class opponent in the UFC, you gotta do it 100 times in practice. That's gonna give it a better chance of landing in a real fight. I'm Joseph Benavidez. These are my signature moves.
As always, we sincerely appreciate your viewership. We also hope you will continue to reach out to us on Twitter. You can find us there at UFC_Insider. Here's a look at what we're working on in the weeks to come. Revisit the historic UFC 162 with Chris Weidman on the brink.
Thank you, everybody who believed in me. We're here. I got the champ. We're holding on for a long time.